I feel compelled to make this message, and it's about countries. As you know, there's a lot of countries that inhabited other countries hundreds, even thousands of years ago. Now, I know some governments say that some countries cannot survive without the particular country that rules over them. For example, Scotland, Ireland, and Hawaii. Now these places should be free. These places should be individual countries, once again, to thrive and have their own system and everything else. But that's never gonna happen. You know why? Because evil men will do whatever they want, while good men do nothing. It's the sad truth. Hawaii should be its own country, have its own government, once again. I strongly feel like that. It was wrong that their country was taken over and forced to be a part of another country, of the United States. It's just wrong. And Scotland is the same. It was wrong for England to force Ireland and Scotland to become part of England. And many other countries that are forced to become a part of another country. It's wrong. Those countries should be individualized. It should be. I mean, it's like if I went to somebody else's house and I just stuck a flag in their yard and said, "That's my house now." That is completely wrong. And then there's going to be comments down below. They're going to be like, "But Dave, they can't survive without art, economic, blah, blah, blah." Well, you're wrong. Okay. Governments, they always do trades. They always, countries fund other countries. For example, America funds a lot of countries. And if Hawaii became, I think somebody should have a petition or something to break this, a new law to break this. I really do think Hawaii should become its own country again. I strongly believe that because a lot of Hawaiians are suffering. A lot of native Hawaiians are moving out of their own states and going to the mainland because it's too expensive. They're getting ran out of their homes. A lot of them are forced to live in these homeless type encampments, and it's just wrong. I mean, it's a beautiful culture. It's a beautiful land. And it's basically just the whole state's being used just basically like one giant hotel. That's pretty much what people are using the islands for. It's just one giant hotel. Not letting the natives live their own lives. Not letting the natives have their own land, their own government, their own system, their own everything. All these Native Americans, not Native Americans, all these Hawaiians, my bad, all these Hawaiians, and the Native Americans too. Oh yeah, those people that are also forced out of their lands as well and treated like trash. But Native Americans are a different topic because I'm not going to get into that. And well, it's kind of the same thing, really, because we conquered the Native Americans also. And they're still suffering. They still don't have the greatest health care or housing or anything like that. And nobody gives a damn about them. They're too focused on other lives matter instead of Native American lives matter or Hawaiians' lives matter. Yeah, I know I'm going off topic a little bit, but still the point that countries like Hawaii and honestly, Native Americans should have more benefits than they do. And also, Ireland and Scotland should have their own government and their own everything as well, separate from England. But that's never going to happen because the king and the queen over there, I'm going to say it. They're tyrants. Okay, they're tyrants. If they were actually pure intent people, as they claim to be, they would let those countries be their own countries again. And if America was if our government was pure intent, which we all know our government is very much corrupt, but if there was such a leader that came into position and power and once again, that leader should do the right thing. I mean, what was another country the United States have a U.S. territory over? Wasn't it? I don't remember what it's called, so I won't say it. But there's a couple U.S. territories that are actually a part of the United States that should be conformed back into their own countries. And yes, people are going to complain that, oh no, then the United States won't be the 51 states anymore. They'll just be 49 or 48 or whatever states. Who cares? Seriously. Are we a bunch of barbarians that want to conquer everything anymore? Are we still civilized people? Are we civilized people? You gotta make up your mind. Are we civilized people or are we not? Are we going to help others or are we not? Are we going to be the greatest nation to help others, those forgotten and those discarded? Are we? Think about it and get back to me on that. Of course, there's going to be like crappy comments, but I don't care. Guess what? I had the power of delete. I can delete any comment. Anyways, and I have the power of ignoring. I know this video is not going to get a bunch of likes. Nobody's going to care about the Native Americans, the Hawaiians, the Irish, or the Scottish, or any other country that was conquered hundreds and thousands of years ago. Hell, Hawaii, I don't think it wasn't even hundreds of years ago. Wasn't it like the 1940s or 30s or something when we occupied Hawaii? I don't even remember. I know it wasn't that long ago. Anyways, let Hawaii have their own king back, their own government back. Let them have their own thing back. Let the Hawaiians have their islands back. It's not going to happen because there's billionaires and millionaires that rule over the island and make it a giant hotel. Nobody cares. Just like the Native Americans. Nobody cares. And it's just sad. That's all I had to say on the subject. Have a great day. Peace.